suppose they are. I just hope that I can get some gold soon. I'm sick and tired of carrying art. When you came to Wyoming, and you see how I'm going to live, and
How many pieces have you got together? Thousands.
Yeah. I need to get
rid of them.
I have to, I can't travel on, with all that, too much. I want to go to another stage. Talk about you, if you like.
Talk about you and your art, Gordon. You actually paint a lot of birds, don't you?
Yeah, I paint birds. I like birds because when I was in prison I used to often watch the birds and I think, God, I wish I could be a bird. If I could turn into one creature, I wish I could turn into a bird. I'd go out to your house and then fly back. I'd come back and they wouldn't know, And I was quite serious about it.
Two of the works on display are, I think they're called Featherfoot, is that right?
Yeah, Featherfoot Featherfoot comes out of Aboriginal myth, legend. Featherfoot, Kodachi man. He's a nemesis person, right? And then they talk about payback and different things. That sort of.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
So why did you paint him?
I thought you were going to say, well, why did you go to prison for him? Because anyway.
Payback.
Payback, he was a styling man. He shouldn't have done it. The bloke didn't know that man. And I was the only one that could do it. Nobody else could do it in my family. They all had children. I didn't. And a few people talked about it. A few people over. It all happened. That's another. I'll never get myself in that situation ever again. I'm too old man for that now. So, been there and done that, it's crazy, mad, stupidity. There's other ways you get, people do, you get injustices, you've got to take them to the courts. I got a young fellow that came along and said he was my son, It could have been my son too, but I accepted him when I came out of prison. He let him come and live with me and that, and but anyway, later on when he grew up, to cut a long story short, he lived in Queensland, and he said, if you buy that property over the real land, I'll provide the property, certain property, in his name you will get it a lot cheaper. That's what we've done. But I just didn't have enough money to transfer it back again and let it go for a while. He found out, just through conversation, sussed out of me, what bank I put the deeds in. He went down to the bank and made out the deeds because they were in his name and sold it. And he went away and hid, and I just found out where he was not very long ago.
So
I was beginning with a big sum coffee shop.
So part of the reason for putting the exhibition on is to make money?
Well, I have to make money. I have to make some money because I'm sick and tired of being broke. Tired of being broke. Ever since the redcoats came, the excuse was they were searching for gold and spices and stuff. Well, I want some bloody gold. At that time I got some gold. And what's it good of me carting art around? And sometimes I feel as though I'm carting other people's troubles around. You know that man, Jeffrey? G'day, mate. How you going? I'm just talking to Barry, so I can...
But so in prison, that's where you learned to paint?
Yeah.
Was that from, you taught yourself, or did you have classes?
No, he didn't have classes. But I saw art there and I said, who paints all these paintings? And they said, oh, so-and-so. What, prisoners? Yeah. I said, yeah, prisoners can paint. That's interesting. And so I and talking to other prisoners and that. And I thought, bugger this, I'm going to go, I've got some money in my pocket. I'll go and buy some paints, get some paints, and give you order in. I said, how do you get your paint? You get the activities office, and the prison office will go and get it and shop for you. And I got some paints, and then if you go to art college, the teacher never gives you demonstration. Talk is cheap. And if you got somebody who's showing the shoulders or something, they'll show you how to use the stuff like that. And other prisoners taught me how to use material.
What were the first pictures that you painted?
It was a sailing ship. Sailing ship.
Sailing ship, okay.
Yeah, as you know, sailing ship. Sailing ships meant, that was in the distance, a long way also. The country was far. And no, I just didn't want to be where I was, I guess. I don't know, but sailing ship.
And in your work you have quite a few different themes. You have your fairy collection. I find that fascinating. Can you tell me a bit about that?
The fairy collection. I guess that everybody sometimes would wish there was fairies and like their 3 wishes or something like that, and a little bit of magic and a bit of fantasy. And I used to, play games with myself. I had 3 wishes and one word wish and all sorts of things like that. I guess that's why everybody needs. There's no fantasies in prison. About the only fantasies you can get there is the fairies, which you dream up, I suppose. And at least if you can paint about them, you can. And when you look in the pictures sometime and you squint your eyes up and things look different and look further away, and you can see all sorts of different things, and you can do different paintings like that.
Okay.
I used to. It's a great escape, and some people, some prison officers didn't like me painting, sometimes, or they make a snide remark about it, but not all. But it doesn't matter who people are, what they do in life. There's always good guys, bad guys everywhere you go. It doesn't matter who they are.
And one of your paintings is hanging in New South Wales Parliament. Is that right?
Yeah. Which one have I got there? I'm trying to think which one we've done.
I think it's a family in a tent, isn't it?
It was, but I went and
brought it back.
Back, yeah. I got it out of Darryl Maguire's office. And you met Darryl, didn't you? Yeah.
And so it's normally hanging in her office.
We're in Darryl's office. And I was in his office yesterday and I dropped a bit of a bomb. I said, I made a remark. I said, I said, you see, I'm not as black as I look. He said, what'd you say? I said, I'm not as black as I look. He said, why'd you say that? And I said, I just don't like saying that. Just in case you think I'm silly.
One of my other favourites that you painted is the Women's Circle.
Yeah.
I love that painting.
Yeah.
And I love the perspective that you're sort of looking from afar at the circle of women who are in the forest, but you can't. You're not part of it, but you can look in on it.
Yeah, so. Yeah. Women's circles are, I think, important. Women's views, I don't believe in dictators and rulers. It's not on. Don't work that way.
The paints that you use, what type of paint is it?
I prefer oils. I started to paint with oils, and I started using oils, and but then with oils, I suppose if I had a lot of finesse and I could go really paint really quick and depending on what I'm painting, probably could do more with waters and acrylics. But oils, they take longer to dry and they're stronger and most of the old masters paint in oils.
Okay.
And I just prefer oils, and I can do much more with oils. I got an understanding, I have an empathy with oils more, you know, but I haven't got that same feeling with watercolour or acrylics.
And you said it takes longer to do the painting, so how long does one of your paintings take?
Oils. It depends how big it is, and sometimes you might do a certain amount in a painting, and then you might have to let that dry before you do the next stage. You know, you just can't go straight through sometimes with the painting. Depends what it's about. You might put different layers of paint. If you're painting over, you can't put it. If you want different colours and you want to paint over it, a painting, and give it a different colour altogether, won't it? You know, and to give it a different sort of a different colour or a different atmosphere sort of thing about it. You might put one colour down and then that dries, and you've got to wait till that dries off a bit till you put the next one in a different colour down. You know that if you put what is it, yellow and blue will make green, and it depends on what colour the yellow is and what colour the blue is and what colour green it's going to have to be.
So when you start a painting, have you got the whole idea of what you want to do in your head, or does it grow as you're producing the painting?
Sometimes I sort of figure out what I want to do, but mainly I suppose when I'm doing it, of course you'll figure out little paintings, you know. Little paintings are easier to do than big paintings. It's too big, and you can't even get down to do really fine art in a little painting either, you know. It gets a bit difficult. You've got to have little brushes. Not always. Basically, I make up my mind about what I'm going to paint about, and sometimes I might want to, like you're saying to Darren, you know, I'm not glad to look. I'm going to get a reason why might do a painting about that. I'm not glad to look or something. Or some sort of, I know why, there's a good way to explain it away. Explain that away. You've got this way, it must be a way of depicting that saying. Because if you go out to the prisons, they'll be full of Aboriginal people. And when you go to the courts, you don't see a lot of Aboriginal people, and you don't see too many judges and Aboriginal judges. You might see black policemen now, but a lot of them black policemen have come from another land. Anyway, we preach justice, but it's not practiced by everybody.
Well, one of your most famous paintings is the court scene, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a beautiful painting.
Judgment by his peers. It was important to me because when they tried me, I wasn't judged by my peers, and it was all white in court. And if that happened to me today, and knowing what I know now, they'd have to gag me and shut me up, and I'd they'd probably finish up jail me for being contempt of court because I wouldn't shut up. And the judge said, be quiet. I'll say, when you get to bloody court and it's quite legal, I'll be quiet. You know? Get rid of your white jury, mate. You're colourblind, I'd say. Perform, you know? And, you know, sometimes I'd say, and it's no good of bringing that migrant down because she's the same colour, because it's different horses for courses, you know. You come from different lands. And so, there's not much difference between an Englishman and an Aussie, but there's a lot of difference between an Aussie and somebody who comes from another land, speaks another language. You don't speak the same language, it's very big differences for a start. They have different religions and different values, people. That makes a big difference.
We're here at the North Head, and lots of your paintings have the North and South heads in them.
Yeah, and notice that nearly there's only one head out there. The other head's there, but it goes on down the coast a bit down there before there is a head there somewhere. And probably, if we came from the ocean side, we'd probably see it more. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Well, that's where they came in from. That's where
Captain, coats.
Yeah, Cook didn't come in here. He just and you know that captain, the great Captain Cook. I say that sarcastically because this country was all mapped quite well. Very good detail all the way around this country except the east coast, and down Tasmania was joined onto most of Australia. It didn't show that it was separate Tasmania. That's the only part that wasn't mapped or navigated. And when Cook studied the transit of Venus, and then he came from Hawaii, came through, and he circumnavigated the two islands of New Zealand. And if you go to New Zealand, you head west. It's a big land, you can't miss it. And the land, they say that. And of course, when he got up around near the Barrier Reef, played up with him a lot. He probably a fine sailor and all the rest. He proved himself in Quebec and that, during wars over there. And then when Cook was going up, he misnamed Magnetic Island.
Oh, what did he call it?
Magnetic Island.
Okay.
Because he was playing up with his instruments, he reckons. Cook might have been having a party with the cabin boy or something. I don't know what he was doing, but the ship run aground and it hit the Barrier Reef. And they got it in, they would save it, and they went on their way. Same for Mother England, Australia, no bloody lot. And that was it.
You took part in the project East Coast Encounter.
I did part of it, but then I didn't go away with them, because there was some other reason why I didn't go,
That was an interesting project, wasn't it? Artists looking at the encounter between Indigenous.
Jeff had something to do with that.
So some of your works were in the exhibition at the Maritime Museum.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Fascinating project.
Yeah, and that's how I come to meet you.
That's right.
At that museum.
So what are you working on now?
What am I working on now? Well, I'm not really painting at the moment. I was painting. I was doing some painting, but I'm not working on painting at the moment. And I just want to lighten my load. I would like to lighten my load. I don't want to produce no more painting until I lighten my load. I need to do that, and I don't know. They're talking about Darryl Maguire was talking about me going west way. Right out and just hunting at the place at the moment. And he said that Dad would send trucks and they would take all my collection there.
Wow, gosh.
And it'll be there with a great big prison there and some other big building there where I could put all my art and they want to pick it all up and take it there. And well, nobody else ever wanted to do anything before, so that's the government. When I say that's sarcastic, the government. When I say government, you know that black fellas called white fellas gubbers?
No?
Gubbers, they call it.
Gubbers?
Yeah, gubbers. G-double-P-A, gubber.
Gubber.
Yeah. And so I say the government. Government. Anyway, no. And that's when I went to prison. That was like meeting my brothers for the first time. They were laid on by the thousands, Aboriginal people. That was a shock. And I never had nothing to do with other Aboriginal people except my brothers and sisters. And all my neighbours around were white kids from other farms. And, so that was an eye-opening. A shock. And then, you know that Bobby Merritt and I started the Eora Centre.
That's right.
I was the very first art teacher there.
Did you enjoy teaching?
No, I didn't mind when I started, you know. And, but then I get very upset with it. I don't think I'll ever go teaching that again.